Last week was a crazy week, Cutlets.
Just crazy.
I'm sorry for not giving you a diary entry for such a long time, but I know you know most of it already because you watch everything I do with great interest, and rightly so. I know I said I wasn't going to cover the student protests because they're stupid, and I already went out in the field to report on some marches. If you've heard one Palestine chant, you've heard them all, right? And at least there were families at the marches. But I changed my mind. So what? It's a woman's prerogative. The problem is, I need good content, but all I'm getting at #Freedom Corner is J6ers talking about their vegan cereal and their bodybuilding contests and their stupid trials. I love the J6ers, I really do. But I wish they would change the record. Oh my goodness, how am I supposed to grow my channel with that kind of content? And Cutlets, I really need to grow my channel. You saw how I had to beg for money to fix my brakes, and you know how I hate to beg. So I really need more people coming to my auctions. If that doesn't happen, I don't know how I'm going to survive. I'll still have the same number of items for sale, so I won't make a whole lot more money. But every little bit helps.
Anyway, back to last week. I went to the student protests after all a couple of times. It was kind of boring. They weren't even chanting. Just tents and students reading and chatting and sitting in the sun like a normal day at a college except for the tents. I tried to talk to some of the students, but when they found out I'm from the media, they were unfriendly and made me go talk to someone who gave me nothing but propaganda and wouldn't listen to me.
It's so cute how they believe they can think for themselves when it's obvious that they're being brainwashed by people behind the scenes and foreign agents. They can't see it. I tried to tell them, and I hope they listen to me. They should, because I'm older and college students are all airheads. I know I was.
The second time I went, there were more tents, so that was news. Don't ever say I'm not a real reporter! Then someone I didn't recognize called out my name. It was so scary that I ran to warn the students that people from outside are walking and riding bikes right past all their tents and tables of books. It was very creepy that this person knew I support President Trump. No one knows that except people who watched my live stream of the Trump rally in Georgia, where I posed with a life-size cardboard cut out of my president, or anyone who has heard me talk about President Trump on my live stream. And we all know that almost nobody watches or listens to my stream, which is part of my problem, as I keep saying. So how did he know? It was frightening, let me tell you.
I really wanted to get back to the safety of the chuck wagon, or what I thought was safety. But I stopped on my way out to warn the students. They took me aside, probably to protect my identity, and they took pictures of what was on my phone. That way they can check him out and check me out. Maybe they'll even subscribe. Because did I mention I need more subscribers? Then, right after that terrifying experience, just when I thought I was safe, I got sent on a wild goose chase to somewhere. I don't even know where. I was too busy celebrating how I protected those naive, delusional students. I just kept driving, and to be honest, I'm lucky I didn't run a few more red lights than usual. My GPS kept sending me to one dead end after another, but it was the wrong cemetery. They must have hacked my GPS. That's the only possible explanation. Oh my goodness. That's scary.
Then one of you amazing Cutlets reminded me that cars are controlled by computers now, including the braking system. Well, that got me thinking. I've only had the chuck wagon for a little over a year. Sure, I've put 40,000 miles on it, and it now has about 100,000 on it altogether. But brakes should last more than a year, shouldn't they? And these did not. They were metal on metal last week. Very suspicious. So now I think they hacked my brakes too.
So it's Hacktifa versus the Beef 24/7. They think they can stop me, but the only thing that's going to stop me is running out of money. I was starting to worry last week. I had to have 2 auctions to pay the bills and another one to get my brakes fixed. Thank you, wonderful Cutlet, whose name starts with C, for paying half of that. I know you probably can't afford it. And thanks to all of you who buy my jewelry, even if it's only the bracelets. I wish you would buy more of the necklaces because they get me more money. Meanwhile, thank goodness for our Chinese American friends.
I'm going to end this diary entry now so I can go vote. It's early voting. which I feel guilty about doing because I know we're supposed to want voting to be only on election day and the primary isn't until the 14th. But early voting is like free food. Even if I don't want it, I'll eat it because it's there. It's likely to be horrible because everything about voting will be horrible until President Trump is back in the White House. But maybe I can make a video about how bad it is. There's a thought. Glory be to beef.